Should you be buying into Murad meme coins currently? Is there any upside left? Should you be buying into GIGA? Should you be buying into SPX6900? We will talk about this currently. I will tell you why you are being used as exit liquidity. Why I do think that meme coins, overall meme coins top is quite close to us. And what will happen with BTC moving further into the cycle and short term as well. Without further ado, let's start. So here's the list of Murad meme coins, but firstly we will focus on the BTC situation. Bitcoin situation right here. We're going to 61.6k and from there we are reversing back up. 5 seconds, I gave you the overview on Bitcoin situation. I'm correct with my Bitcoin situation projections for the last 5 weeks flawlessly without any issues, without any errors. I'm giving you overview in 5 seconds. I'm not wasting 90 minutes of your time. And now we will talk about what's important. Murad meme coin list. Is there any upside left in you buying this thing? So what essentially scares me is that a year ago I was this one fucking insane guy who was talking about meme coins and meme coin thesis. A year ago I was screaming to you about Boba in December 2023. I was looked at as insane, and which means that there was a lot of upside, right? Currently everyone is screaming about memes. Largest influencers are talking about memes. VCs are being used as exit liquidity in meme coins. I do believe that what we're seeing currently is the final agony evolution of the PvP scenario of the meme coins. Don't get me wrong. Current situation with PvE, everyone is screaming finally PvE. This is a psyop. This is pure evolution. We are in the craziest PvP scenario. We do not have any new capital in the marketplace. What was done nicely, which actually Answer was not able to do. Answer was on the conferences like bunch of times. He was never able to prepare like a proper presentation and just make a proper presentation. This guy just made one presentation, Murad just made one presentation, and he used a bunch of VCs as exit liquidity into his scam coins. Very, very nice. Very, very nice work. But at the same time, he attracted a bunch of liquidity into this space. But I will respond to the question today to you. Should you be buying into Murad coins at this stage? So we are at the ultimate evolution of the PvP scenario. We don't have any new players in the marketplace currently. What is happening is the rotation of capital. VC capital and capital of people who are following largest influencers that don't know shit. They are buying into meme coins right now. They're talking about meme coins because they have to talk about things that are popular currently, right? And I feel like the upside is topping in currently, right? Should you be buying GIGA at 500 million market cap? Should you be buying SPX at 500 million market cap? No one is doing that. Why? Because most of market participants are experienced right now. We are in PvP scenario. They don't understand. They're buying a meme coin at $500 million market cap, expecting what, 2 to 3x? Short term will probably be correcting. If we won't see like giant inflows into the market, but even if, because I'm saying you this, that we should be seeing new all-time high for BTC this month. I'm telling you this. Best analyst, only guy on each and every platform created by man who was right with BTC for the last 6 weeks out there. And I will be right again. I'm just giving you one prediction. I'm not like, we are either going down, we're either going up, and if this line will cross this line, then we will go sideways for the infinite amount of time. This is fucking bullshit. I'm telling you one overview. I will be wrong, it's fine, I will be wrong. 61.6 we reverse from there. Coming back to our situation. Thesis got adopted. Everyone is trading this thesis. Everyone is screaming about meme coin super cycle. What happens usually? Things are topping, right? Nothing is happening. This is the overview out there, because you have to understand that this means that essentially there might be not much more upside left, with largest people screaming about it, which was the largest people talking about it, where like, and liquidity is still not coming. And something I wanted to share as well is that kind of crypto space currently, it's very predatory, right? Because what happened in spring, people came and in March they get robbed in meme coins, and in April they get robbed in alts. So both VCs and meme coin traders who were present in the bear market, they decided to rob because they were scared, they didn't have money, they felt bad. Bear market was like, did very, very, very badly for them, right? So they just robbed people right away. And this is something that is kind of happening currently. It's just that what's happening currently is that this PvP type of scenario where current liquidity of the current market holders, like people holding alts, VCs, is being used as exit liquidity on memecoins, on GIGA, SPX. The holders are selling and buying into other assets. And this is something I actually want to scream you about at currently, right? So this is the chart of most of your meme coins out there currently. Some of them are either at the breakouts of the previous all-time highs. Some of them are at the bottoms of the cup and handle at this stage. Please, I beg you, buy into the ones that are at the bottoms of the cup and handles, or either understand your upside. Like if you're buying into something right here, understand like what type of movement you can actually have, like a 2x, maybe 1.5x, right? Understand if you're right with that, it's fine, right? Because you might want to be buying into stronger assets out there, right? Please do not buy this thing, please. I beg you, everything will go up. Everything will go up. Human greed will not go anywhere. It's carefully created PSYOP. Like I love how this PSYOP is actually created. It's carefully created PSYOP to track liquidity from altcoins, from current market participants. It's essentially the core PSYOP of the PvP type of market scenario, carefully crafted to present it as a PvE. It's not PvE. It's like new evolution of PvP. It's very smart. It's like fooling people that we are finally in PvE and yeah, everything is fine. But retail is not coming until the Q2 of spring. I would say that I would do my projections, and my projections are the only projections that are right in this market, right? Here is what is happening currently. You might be buying into these things for this upside. You might be buying these things if you want to lose money because they will probably start to correct, or you might be buying into these things. The issue with this type of charts is that some of them, unfortunately, they are fake charts. So a coin just went dead, right? And it suddenly recovered, right? So criteria that I would like to share is that focus on the coins that were able to hold the floor here. So if they were not sold to zero, if they're still holding the floor, that means that essentially they should be doing quite well. Like they have a chance to recover. And easy thing is that like when we are at this level already, check out how many X's we've done from the bottoms. If we done like 20 X's, 25 X's, we might need to consolidate for quite some time because people will be selling into the pumps because they just bought large bags for cheap, right? If we are at this stage and we have done maybe 3-4 X's, right? Might be right. It might be fine for you to enter and get the bulk of this move. Please, I beg you, if you're looking into meme coins currently, buy into these charts currently. Just buy the charts. Just buy them, right? So coming back to the Murad coins, SPX6900. I kind of like the goal that the idea is to flip S&P 500, right? It's probably can be achieved, right? And each and every holder of this thing understands that it can be achieved. Like it's this, people are smart here. It's pure PvP scenario. Like there are no like these dumb people, like dumb retail who are really thinking that. Maybe it will be able to attract this type of people. Thus far, it's attracting current market participants. And I would say they are most attracted to just the number go up, right? And not like the idea of the whole thing, right? So GIGA, you know my thoughts about GIGA. I do believe that short term, we are topping here. Like in my personal opinion, like I just don't see these targets being met. It's just crazy to me. Maybe like there are some things I don't know, 100%. Maybe, like it's heavily bundled. Maybe there are some large whales behind it who would be holding. Masculinity coin, we'll see. Mark is also like a cabal play partially, right? Mark is fine, right? Just because of the upside, but yeah, you would still have to wait. You would still have to hold. And if Mark, because I was not checking Mark short term, if it pumped recently, if it pumped short term, it would also mean that there is like lower upside left. And in general, in Mark, lower upside is left. APU, they have Wintermute, quite nice. Yeah, the community is really very, very friendly. So it's definitely a very, very nice community out there. So I honestly do like APU community. I do think that out of these three, like APU definitely has the best community out there. It almost feels like only APU actually have community, and other things they're just psyops to lure people into the coin, which actually might be quite nice if you would be thinking like. I think currently it's at $220 million market cap. You also have to be careful with these things. Just look at the charts. Just understand, you want to be buying charts like this. Here, ideally, you would want to be entering on the handle, right? You don't want to be buying into the charts like this. We are not in the market setup where things will just go infinitely and only 10 coins will just go up because people are greedy. You can see it with GIGA happening already. GIGA switched into Sigma, switched into Alpha. Alpha I gave you Alpha one day ago, it did a 5x. And switched into Stoic currently. So Stoic is the next thing that might essentially pump. Why this is happening is because people are greedy, because they're taking profits. At the same time, you might say that not a lot of people actually take profits and reposition here, because in order to push smaller asset, it does not require a lot of capital to essentially do it. So you might take a bit of profits from GIGA, and if enough people will essentially do that and reposition, especially like into Stoic at this stage. Stoic I think is less than 400k market cap, right? So it does not take a lot of capital to push it moving further. But this is just to prove that people are greedy. They're looking for better place. They're looking to work on the narrative. Popcat was not following it much. Upside 1.4 or 1.5 billion. It's not on Binance yet. I think futures, the perpetuals are there already. Well, Popcat main value, I would say, is the kickoff of the cat meta. So you should probably be looking into cats that have more upsides. Again, follow the charts. This is the only thing that you actually need to do. Bitcoin, heavy meme. It's a $270 million market cap, right? And it has $10 million in liquidity. Like if Solana Memecoin would be $10 million in liquidity, it would be a $10 billion market cap. You have to understand this. Well, maybe not 10 billion, like 5 billion, like 100%, right? And this thing only has 270 million. So it's heavy. It has a lot more capital than you can imagine. It has a lot more capital than other meme coins in this space. A lot more capital in comparison to others, right? That's why it's heavy. It's heavy to push it, right? You have to understand this. Moving further, it actually even significantly increases the value if you were able to bought this thing early and you were able to hold. Retardio, this is actually something where I think might have some upside currently at this stage. It's $100 million market cap. I do believe that the charts, we were, I think, at 150 million currently. I do believe the chart might be looking something like this, right? So you are not yet at all-time highs. You are not yet at the high. So this bulk of the movement you can actually take. There's also a better play to Retardio, which is called Autism. I was sharing it with you a couple of weeks ago at 500k market cap. It did a 3x since then. There is a high chance that with Retardio moving higher, and there is a high chance that Retardio will continue to move higher, because the upside is just, there is some upside still left. Autism will follow exactly the same way as Sigma. You have to follow these things, you have to understand them, and you have to position yourself properly. I'm not showing you any deck screener. If you can't figure it out by yourself, you should probably not be watching this channel. Lock-in, this kind of phrase I kind of like, because I think it actually being used to attract people as exit liquidity. Because when people that don't know what are they doing are actually doing the action of lock-in, what usually happens is that they are losing the money, right? So it's like this interesting phrase that attracts exit liquidity. So it's specific to crypto Twitter. You also have to understand that just following the list of these meme coins, you can see 100% we are in PvP scenario. No one knows about SPX6900 outside of crypto, right? Giga chat, no one cares, no one knows. It's not a big meme out there, right? Mark, specific to crypto. We have this narrative that people were using, like, I marked you, but as anything with retail, as anything with Mudan, like I don't even think that kind of school children are using it currently, right? APU is something that I think actually has a bit more longevity, right? And it's more retail friendly. Popcat, you might say, but these retail trends, they don't last like long, right? So it's the same thing. Bitcoin, crypto specific, very crypto specific. I would say that, like, it's not even very friendly for normies out there. Retardio, crypto specific. Lock-in, crypto specific. Mini, I was actually not expecting to see Mini here. I think I would see Michi. Very interesting that he's pushing Mini on this list. Maybe it's the wrong list that I opened up, right? USA, this is retail friendly. So out of 10 tokens, you have 9 tokens that are PvP, and you have one that is really retail friendly. What the fuck are you talking to me about PvE scenario in this marketplace? We are not in PvE. This is the next evolution of PvP. You're being used as exit liquidity. Your money are being taken currently the way that we, like, exactly as we talk, and they're being repositioned into the better place of these tokens and into the other tokens on this marketplace. And I would expect Politify to actually be the end place for them in the upcoming 2 to 3 weeks. Understand what is happening. Position yourself and in the coins, in the projects that will have upside moving further. When it's easy to buy, when everyone is talking about it, there is no upside left. You're just being used as exit liquidity. The utility of the influencers on the marketplace is to create exit liquidity. Understand market structure. Interesting thing, I was seeing this as a better play to Michi. Well, it's like default to this type of like animal Solana coins. Like it's a meme, it's viral, it's easy to replicate, it's easy to put on your profile picture, and they rate nicely. So this is essentially the overview. I don't actually think that it is on list of Murad, right? I think it's just like composed list that I found somewhere. Well, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just wrong. USA, yeah, this thing definitely makes sense. This is the only one retail coin, and that's why it will not go up. Because current players in PvP, they don't want to hold. They don't want to buy USA token and wait for retail to come, right? Because they don't understand. Internally, they don't understand that this is all upside. Internally, they don't understand this, and they don't want to buy this thing. It's crazy to me. Understand what is happening. Understand the market structure. I do honestly think that Memecoin top might be closer, way closer than we all think. Maybe we will top Memecoin wise in upcoming months, and then a bunch of exit liquidity will get invited. We will be in the zone of liquidity creation, and people who are trading memes currently, they will just switch to some other metas. Maybe AI, maybe gaming, right? And memes will start to correct, start to consolidate, and all the outside market, like retail, they will get invited to be exit liquidity, to buy into liquidity creation zone, and everyone will be screaming to them like, oh, it's like these are discounts, buy, and things will just correct, and go down, right? And nothing will be happening from there. Obviously, we will be probably reversing from there, but will people actually be able to hold, or will they sell? This is the real question. So let me know if you actually agree with my overview. Do you think I'm insane currently? I think I'm right on this thing. Don't buy into consensus. Like I showed you Retardio from this list, for example. I still think it has upside. APU has some upside, probably lower than Retardio at this stage. But there are a bunch of coins, chart that I showed you, that you should be buying in, from my point of view, that have much more upside in them left. Yes, your influencer is not talking about them, but this is exactly where the upside is. Thank you very much, boys. Stay healthy and rich. I will be seeing you tomorrow. Cheers.